Welcome back to my channel. So today I got some tea. Basically I've been traveling like all year, so I've been seeing a lot of things, I've been around a lot of things, and it's crazy because people are crazy. People are so crazy, and you just never really know what's gonna happen anywhere. So it's even more interesting when it happens in a whole nother country and you're like, okay, so basically there was a whole brawl that happened in London when me and one of my good friends were in London. We are like travel buddies, so whenever we see something happening, like we're all for it, we're all for the fun, we're all for the shenanigans, so we always have a good time. But this was nuts. I'm about to just show y'all the clip. Oh my God, okay, we literally were just walking on this beautiful little pathway. Oh. And
we're
it's like
so
on the
right
water.
We're so jittery right
we
now.
literally walked by and this guy, like, just casually, we started talking to him, but his friend was trying to find a lighter. And I was like, oh, okay, like, you know, here's one. And he was like, okay, like, I don't know if he's gonna listen. He was like bugging somebody else to get a lighter. I'm like, okay. So he keeps bugging them, and the guy's so determined to get a lighter from these guys. Like, he's drunk. And like the guy we're talking to was like, all right, I'm gonna just call him over here to get a lighter. He needs to relax. They start fighting, G, like.
Okay, so this is what happened. Like, she was like, no, don't get a lighter. And his friend says that Amaka has a lighter for him. He's like, no, I don't want that. I want a lighter from her. He grabs her lighter because she's like about to give it to him.
No, and he slaps her.
And then he just slaps her like, bang, literally across the face. It's still happening.
Oh my God. But basically we just like recapped it because I was vlogging the whole trip and I was like, yeah, this is crazy. Like, I don't even know how to vlog this. So I just said what happened, and I actually got some of the footage of it, which was also kind of crazy. Basically, we like walked up to this guy and he seemed cool. Like, we were just trying to meet people and he seemed cool. He's like, oh, do you work in the area? We're like, no, we just came there every day to like eat. There was a really nice like international foods area over by Camden Market. So we were like, oh yeah, we just come here every day pretty much. We'll eat there and then we'll just walk along the canal there. So usually we run into cool people. You never really know who you're gonna meet. People are kind of doing anything. We ran into this artist one time. She like performed for us. I was like, all right. Her and her friend, he also was a rapper. He was good. Like, I put him on my Snap. People really rocked with him. So it was fun, like it was a good time. But this specific day, we ran into this guy. He was talking to us casually. Then he was like, oh, we're looking for a lighter. We could tell he was with another guy who had walked over to this group of friends. And we had seen that group of friends when we first walked by because they came up in a canoe or something. It was 2 girls and a guy. So we didn't think anything of it. We didn't think that the guy, that the one we met, was with him because they were in the canoe and he wasn't. So we're like, oh, he probably doesn't know them. Why is he talking to them? And so he's like, oh, he's looking for a lighter. And we had gotten so many along our trip, so I was like, oh yeah, like I have a lighter, like you could use this one. Also, side note, really good for keepsakes for different places you go to. Shot glasses, keychains, lighters, super cheap. So I was like, oh, I have one. And the guy's like, I don't think he's gonna take your lighter. I'm like, what's wrong with my lighter? I'm like, what? Okay, that's weird, but all right. And we're just standing there. Before we can even take a step forward, G, the guy starts screaming at these people. He's like screaming at this girl. Basically, he's like, I don't want their lighter. I want your lighter. Da, 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 da. I'm like, does he even know this woman? And basically, he just like goes off. You could tell he was drinking because he had a bottle in his hand, like that was pretty much empty. And he basically slaps this girl across the face. Like, you could hear the slap from like 3 blocks down. He slapped this girl across the face and basically was like fighting with her, like, because she wouldn't give him the lighter. At this point, they're sitting on the ledge, so she could easily fall right into the water. And like her friend is there like kind of annoyed, but I feel like she doesn't really know what to do. And then there's a guy there who I'm assuming was her boyfriend. But basically he starts fighting this girl, and then the guy, they pretty much get him off of her, and then him and the other guy start fighting. And then it gets to the point where the other guy throws this drunk guy into the water. So he's in there, phone, everything.
fucking touch my fucking woman? Why shouldn't I fucking do it? Why not? Why shouldn't I?
I know. He's about to go back over there. They're cursing back and forth at each other, going crazy. I was like, oh my God. Me and my friend are just sitting there like filming the whole thing. Because it was like, what the heck? Am I really seeing this with my eyes? Like, what? So basically, they just fight. And then me and my friend are like running away, coming back. Like, we were just having a good time on vacation. And eventually it all calms down. And then like eventually like the guy who had the girlfriend who was attacked like came back and kind of like apologized and tried to sort it out. And the friend, like the bystander, was kind of just like typical Tuesday, like, you know. But yeah, that was nuts. That's what happened in London. London is lit. London is like awesome. I love London. I'm going back soon. But yeah, that's my story for my trip to London.
So then he like slaps this woman and like grabs her phone and throws it into the middle of this like of this river of this water thing that I
Like
here.
chucks it.
Literally. And then this guy that's just like chilling there like is friends with this girl, so he stands up and is like, why are you fucking with my girl? Like, don't ever touch her. Like,
and then like before that, no, like, so he threw it in the water, starts fighting with the girl, and then this other girl come and like grabs him off of her, and he knocks his head back and like hits the girl in the head. She falls over.
It's like,
and
like,
that's
he, like throws it back.
Like, and knocks her in the. It was like I don't know how to explain. It was like a knock.
It was like literally he like could have broken her nose basically with like the back of his head.
She was holding her face after. And then, oh, sorry. And then after that, then they start brawling. The guy
gets out of the water because he's in a little boat and he like jumps onto the land.
Yeah, and he's like, stop messing with my girl. You're all types of stuff, like calling him all types of names. Yeah,
you're rubbish.
You're the scum of the earth, like literally.
And they're all doing this in a British accent, so it's kind of funny.
Like, wow.
But then they start fighting and they're just fighting, and we don't know if we have video of this
They're
or not.
brawling. He's on top of him. Yeah, and so I tried to get it, but
then the guy grabs his phone. I think it was his phone and like
throws it too.
Water,
yeah,
and then pushes the guy
into the water.
And then we're just like we like hiding under this bridge over there. Like, so
we're hiding under here.
We're hiding under there.
Where were we? Over there.
And we're like trying to get this on video. We're trying to like see what's happening.
Because this is some tea, honey.
We're scared.
But it's also like, what the heck? Like, do moments like this ever happen to you and you're just like,
what?
Did anybody else catch
this?
Would
ever happen to me ever again?
Like,
It's
World
not
Star.
gonna happen to me ever again. But we're literally just hiding. Like, we're like, because we're scared because they're fighting.
Yeah,
so we like want to get
moving.
out.
Like, people are getting knocked over. Two girls already got hit. Like,
and we're like kind of involved because we're talking to like the guy's friend.
Yeah, we were just talking to the guy to give him a lighter. We could have solved this whole situation, and then they start brawling.
But no, then he pushes the guy in the water. He comes out. They're still fighting.
They're still fighting.
Like, literally, we can hear them like saying, "You're a scumbag. Why did you do that?" Like, it's still happening.
Scum of the earth. Like,
and we're like sneaking under the bridge to try to get it
hiding. Yes, trying to act like we're taking pictures. We're terrible.
Literally, the moment it started happening, I wanted to die of laughter, but it was just not the right time.
It was scary and exciting and scary all in one.
And I love London.